Welcome to the COPA debate, where we examine the major debates in world football and give you the fans the fors and against to make the big decisions. So let the arguments begin as we take a look at who should be crowned the best young player in world football. Gabriel Jesus. After his 2017 move from Palmeiras to Manchester City, his £30 million price tag looks like one of the best bargains in world football. Jesus set the Premier League alight in his first couple months, scoring 7 goals and notching 4 assists in 10 matches. He's since solidified himself as Brazil's number 9 and will lead the line for the Seleção this summer. What's even scarier is that due to recent injury problems, we have yet to see what a truly adapted Jesus will look like in the Premier League. And if his previous stints are any indication, he may just make the Premier League his own. Kylian Mbappé. The 19-year-old French prodigy exploded onto the scene when he led Monaco to their first Ligue 1 title in almost 2 decades, and sent shockwaves through Europe after he tore through the Champions League knockout rounds, scoring regularly against Europe's elite. And now, after a €108 million move to PSG, he's standing toe-to-toe with the world's biggest stars. Scoring 16 goals and notching 14 assists in 35 matches this season, it's a scary thought to think of how good this electric teenager can actually be. Gigio Donnarumma. The goalkeeping phenom was entrusted as Milan's custodian at just the age of 16 and hasn't looked back. He's already made over 100 appearances in a Milan shirt, becoming the youngest player to ever accomplish that feat. And despite his age, he's a natural leader that has proven to be calm under the relentless pressure from the Italian media. Gianluigi Buffon has already dubbed the kid his heir and the future of Italian goalkeeping for years to come. Dele Alli. His transition to stardom has been so quick and so seamless that you may forget that he's only 21 years old. He's been the creative force behind Tottenham for the better part of 2 years, and his consistent performances have earned him a spot in both the 15-16 and 16-17 PFA Teams of the Year. Having reached double-digit assists for 3 years in a row, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better English playmaker than Dele Alli. A bona fide star for club and country, he may just hold the key to England's World Cup chances this summer. The main issue with Jesus is the manner in which he scores his goals, which has given him the label of a tap-in merchant. With so much incredible talent around him at Manchester City, many of the goals he scores have more to do with the service he gets rather than any moments of individual brilliance. And in the Premier League, he hasn't played more than 5 months before missing time through injury, implying that he's developing a tag of an injury-prone player. Mbappé has only played in Ligue 1, which is arguably the weakest of Europe's top 5 leagues. And in more than a few times this season, Mbappé has grown increasingly silent in matches that he's needed most. And while his 2016-17 season was impressive, he was neither the main man nor the top scorer of that Monaco side, which was led largely by the likes of Radamel Falcao and Fabinho. Can we really say a goalkeeper is the best young player in the world? The influence of good goalkeepers is in many ways inferior to that of a player who scores or creates goals. Best young goalkeeper? That's totally fair, but he's playing in Serie A that could easily be considered a defensive-minded league. Outside of the most die-hard Tottenham fans, it's difficult to defend the actions of Dele Alli. With antics that have included violent conduct, finger salutes, and simulation, his immaturity is beginning to overshadow his talent. And this year, some have claimed that his lack of influential displays are a major reason as to why Tottenham have struggled to rediscover the form of past seasons. Jesus' claim for the best young player in the world could be argued off the careers of players like Ruud van Nistelrooy or Pippo Inzaghi, who made their legend by being straight killers in front of net. You can say that Jesus mainly scores off the service he gets, but no matter how he does it, scoring goals is the hardest thing in football and can't be overlooked. He's the best pure young striker in the game, and if he can stay healthy, he has all the tools and support around him to be amongst the top scorers in Europe. To be the best young player in the world, you need to show your talent against the best of the best, and Mbappé continues to do that time and time again. Yet Mbappé plays in Ligue 1, but statistically, in the past 2 seasons, he's torn up Champions League more than Ligue 1. In Champions League, he's posting 0.58 goals per game compared to his 0.43 goals per game in the league, showing that his talents clearly transcend just French competition. He's the most electric player out of this group, and his ceiling seems to be on par with some of the game's all-time greats. He's the best young goalkeeper in the world, and if the trajectory of his career ends up looking anything like his mentor Gigi Buffon, you'd be hard-pressed to deny Donnarumma the title of best young player in the world. All great title-winning sides need a legitimate player in net. not only stopping shots but being a leader of the defense. Behind a strong side is a strong keeper, and with clubs like PSG, Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Liverpool interested in the young Italian, they obviously rate him highly enough to be their keeper as they vie for silverware. Ali has his personal issues, but a player's antics have nothing to do with their ability. Judged solely off of what happens on the pitch, no one can deny Dele Alli's talent, and therefore his place amongst the best young players in the world is undeniable. And as for Tottenham's recent struggles, last season Spurs conceded a season total of 26 goals. And this season, they're already at 24, indicating that their poor defense is at fault for their drop-off rather than any attacking player such as Dele Alli. Out of all these candidates, Ali is the most established and consistent star, and if he chose Ali above the rest, his body of work would back it up. It's a debate that's answer will only be proven through time. But one thing's for certain, the next generation of football is in good hands. How would you rank these young stars? Join in on the COPA debate down in the comments and let us know what you guys think.